In an interview with Rappler, President Rodrigo Duterte dispels fears the bombings in Cotabato and Leyte will push him to declare martial law.
But I was a lawyer, there's really no need for it. Because martial law would burden also the innocent people who are not into the, the cause for the declaration. Gusto mo na niya curfew and things like that. I am not up to it, actually.
He says declaring martial law is an exercise in futility. He adds his declaration of a state of lawlessness is enough to address the spate of violence in the country. The Philippines remains under a state of lawlessness after Duterte declared it following a deadly blast in Davao City in September. Asked if he has plans of becoming a dictator, Duterte says his dictatorial tendencies only extend to his way of speaking.
The way that I run things now, can you sense a little bit of dictatorship? Daroon ako mag-utos dito. When I say, kita mo magsalita, pati yung money laundering, sabi ko, putang ina kayo dyan, you better behave.
The president frequently talked about declaring martial law since he assumed office. Duterte also links ISIS to the Christmas Eve bombing in Midsayap, Cotabato, and the Davao City blast.
The ISIS seems to be everywhere now. In summer, it was an explosion. In Midsayap, while the priest was giving his sermon about extrajudicial killing, pinaputok yung simbahan niya.
But when you say the Midsayap bomb, that explosion is connected to ISIS,
yes,
that has
and
intelligence?
The Davao bomb explosion.
But Duterte says he's not ready to share his information yet.
I hope it will not get out of control, but I had a conference with the top guys of the government military. I saw them to the police. You have to not only appear strong, you have to be strong. Because this is, another problem is no joke.
He says some of his relatives may have declared loyalty to ISIS.
Prangka-prangka, may mga pinsan ako na nasa kabila. Nandiyan sa MIM, nang iba, balitaan ko na sa ISIS. Sabi ko, well, pasensyahan tayo. You are you and I am I. And I said, if we meet in one corner, so be it.
Duterte on Thursday, December 29, confirms his friend and longtime campaign contributor, Davao businessman Sammy Uy, joined his bilateral meeting with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe in October. People from the private sector are usually not allowed to join meetings between heads of state, where issues of mutual interest to the two governments are discussed. Uy was among the major campaign donors of Duterte's 2016 presidential campaign, shelling out 30 million pesos. The president says he wasn't the one who brought Uy into the meeting, but a Japanese close to Abe.
It was not me that brought Sammy Uy, by the way. You can check it out with the aid of Abe. So, yun ang naging contact niya kasi ito yung mga mayaman ngayon. Over time, doing business with Mitsubishi, with Honda, yung ano niya, yung dimdi, makita mo puro refrigerators, mga puro made in Japan. He developed that contact. And whether we like it or not, he's that influential already.
Duterte says the meeting with Abe mainly dealt with foreign policy. He adds business wasn't discussed in the meeting. United States President Barack Obama on Thursday, December 29, unleashes a barrage of retaliatory measures against Moscow for meddling in the U.S. election. U.S. intelligence concluded that the hack and release of Hillary Clinton's staff emails was ordered by the Kremlin and designed to put Donald Trump in the Oval Office. Obama says, quote, I have ordered a number of actions in response to the Russian government's aggressive harassment of U.S. officials in cyber operations aimed at the U.S. election. In response to the hacks, Obama announces sanctions against Russia's military intelligence agency known as GRU and the FSB, the KGB's successor. 35 Russian operatives based at the Russian embassy in Washington and the consulate in San Francisco are also declared persona non grata and ordered to leave the U.S. within 72 hours. U.S. officials will also close 2 Russian compounds in New York and Maryland. Moscow rejects U.S. accusations of cyber interference as unfounded and vows to retaliate.